but one of the things, so it was 10 free or cheap ideas to make our school safer. One of the things that was nice was we had done 3 or 4 of them already, so we're doing the right things. You know, it mentioned Alice, it mentioned safety assessments, things that we are already doing as a district. A few things it did bring up that, especially now that we have Mr. Sargent on board, that I really liked was talking about community relations and connecting school community and law enforcement. And going the next step, of course, we have SROs and we have, but one of the things it talked about was if you have officers in schools, that officers know how to get around the school. Nobody wants to think about the worst case scenario, but if an officer's going to school, even to search for something, if they've never been in that building, you know, we have 23 buildings, if they've never been in there, and that actually can affect the safety and the response time. So talking about the idea of doing, you know, if it's a career day for law enforcement and they go through the buildings, or if it's, you know, how can we do that and go that next step? It doesn't cost us anything, but in an emergency scenario, it could be very effective and very important. Also just talking about our practices and practicing all the steps, not in ideal situations. And one of the things, and I know staff out there is gonna yell at me when they hear this, but practicing drills at the not ideal time. An example he gave us, what happens if there's a fire drill at lunch? We can't control that a fire drill happens. So does staff know what they do when there's 300 elementary kids in the lunchroom? Like, does anybody want to run that drill? No. But will we be better prepared if we know what to do in the not ideal scenario? And so thinking about those things. And then 2, just educating our community and parents. And a perfect example was last year we had a situation, a student let a parent in the side door. The student doesn't think anything about it. The parent doesn't really think anything about it. But all you can see on a camera is someone came in the side door of the building. We don't know who that is. So now the school's on lockdown. So trying about educating our parents and students that this is the door you come in. You do not let anyone through side doors. And that seems like a small thing. But I thought about it and I thought, I don't know that I've ever taught my children that. You know, so just us as a district, even, and our principal leadership and teachers saying, hey kids, we don't open the doors to anyone. So there are a lot of just really simple ideas that can really make a big difference and that wouldn't cost us anything. And I haven't gotten a chance to sit down with Mr. Sargent, but I'd love to. And